some wonderful man. But Mama said you can't hurry love. Oh, you just have to wait. She said love don't come easy. It's a game of give and take. You can't hurry love. Oh, you just have to wait. You gotta trust, give it time. No matter how long it takes, but how many heartaches must have stay.
And then we'll have our theme playing. But anyway, so tell me, what was this Tunnel of Samos?
The tunnel of Samos was a tunnel that ran through Mount Castro on Samos Island in Greece, and was originally built to bring water from north of the mountain inside the fortifications of the city of Samos to the south.
Very interesting, but how did you go about building it?
Well, some people originally thought that we used the hero of Alexandria theory, which called for a series of right-angled traverses around the mountain, beginning at one entrance of the proposed tunnel and ending at the other, maintaining a constant elevation. But we did not use that method.
Why?
We didn't have the technology at the time to support that method, and also the ground site or the mountain didn't have the right angles that would have supported that.
Since you didn't have the technology, how did you go about building it?
Well, we measured the net distance traveled in each of the perpendicular directions, and the lengths of the two legs of the right triangle were determined, thus giving us enough information to find out the hypotenuse of the triangle, and the hypotenuse turned out to be the proposed line of the tunnel.
So what kind of workforces did you use?
We used a lot of, I hate to say it, but we used slaves. And
No.
I know, even though at the time slaves were really used a lot, it still doesn't make it okay that we used them. But our slaves were pretty, yes, I know, disappointment. Our slaves were pretty content with their work, though. Here actually is a picture of one of our slaves working hard. As you can see, our slaves worked very hard. But the two groups of slaves, they actually, one started on each end of the mountain, and they met in the center of the channel, and they only had 60 centimeters of error in the entire tunnel. So the workers had the problems originally because of unstable soil, but they found a way to deviate from the problem, and it was only 200 meters away to fix what errors they had. And the water was transported through a pipe constructed from 4,000 smaller pieces produced manually, and it was in operation for around 1,000 years, up until about 700 AD.
That's very interesting. As you can see, the Tunnel of Samos was a great architectural and mathematical feat. That,
it set this stones rolling for good geometry and math to take over in architecture. It proved that you don't need all the metal and steel and fancy stuff to get some work done. I mean, look at the pyramids. They didn't have steel. They didn't have rulers. They had rocks. That's about it.
and that worked.
It did work. Well, so that's really all I have to say.
Cool beans. Give us some skin, brother.
We actually, though, when the tunnel was being closed, some people were really, really opposed to it, and they got in some fights on rivers.
Oh no.
Here actually is a filmed clip that we got, a reenactment of.
Tough fall.
I know, right? That was actual film. So, for the Tunnel of Samos, I'm Sam Ciarrocchi.
And I'm Carly McGowan. Actually, I'm Carly.
And I'm Sam. She's Carly.
She's Sam. That's like Carly.
Yep. All right.
I wanna figure.
We are here today to talk about the Pythagorean theorem. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. Isn't that right?
Okay, so we
Doing
want.
that thing you do, breaking my heart into a million pieces,
Okay, so.
like you always do, and you taught me to.
Sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows. Everything that's wonderful is what I feel when we're traveling.